Buenas noches, and welcome to another recording of my game training journal. And I'm going to reflect on some of the things that I've done. Okay. The quote of some time ago is, "Obstacles are those frightful things you see when you take your eyes off the goal," from Henry Ford. And by that, I believe it means that if you don't keep your eyes focused on your goals, you will lose track and terrifying things will happen. And for the entry on Monday, June the 15th, 2026, I was on my way back from class when my bicycle had blown a flat in the front tire, so the next day I've taken the bus to the bicycle shop to get it repaired. While it was being fixed, I went to the used book shop and I found something that I didn't expect to see. Someone has transformed the book series Animorphs into a bunch of graphic novels. And in case you don't know, the series is about a bunch of teenagers who gained the ability to transform into animals and was tasked to save the USA from a secret alien invasion that was already in progress. And they need to be careful because anyone can be on the side of the evil aliens. And having read the actual books back in high school, I recognized all the characters in the book at a glance. Also on that day I had gotten an itchy rash from someplace unknown. It wasn't an ideal way to start the day, so I had gotten some creams for it. On Tuesday, June the 23rd, 2026, Mom had figured out that the itchy rash that I have received was from some poison ivy, and the healing cream that I was using was effective, but I missed out on the Father's Day class in order to recover. On that day, I had loaded up a new battery for my water gun and water balls. In the fight, my water gun did not work, so I stuck with the water balls. For the rest of the week, I did some research on guitar chords for church because they weren't mentioned in my guitar application. It turned out that they, there were bar chords that I wasn't familiar with and I had to practice. And on that day it was testing week and I was behind in classes, so that class didn't count. In Jiu-Jitsu, the moves were the push-pull press, the speed skater sweep, and the scarecrow. And on the week of July 9th, 2026, the quote was, "What hurts today makes you stronger tomorrow." It's like that old quote, "What doesn't kill you makes you stronger." But that doesn't quite work. In which if you can figure out what your weaknesses are and find a way to improve them, it will make life better. And the jujitsu moves that were practiced were the carroted choke hold, the blood choke, and the single leg sweep. And as for last week, I was on vacation. I went on a timeshare at the Hilton Head, and I forget the name of the timeshare place. While I was there, I was doing my version of the One Punch Man workout, as in I did 100 reps of multiple kinds of exercises, and the hard part was doing 100 reps on my knuckles. Since I did not have easy access to the internet, I had very little to distract me from my exercises. But that didn't mean that it was all exercise. I had some time with my remaining family, my aunt and my remaining sister with her family. And they had some crazy time, and I took some pictures like an alligator and some crabs. And I had some jet lag while I was on vacation because I did not sleep on a comfortable bed. But now that I'm home and in a comfortable bed, I am back to the way, closer to the way that I should be. And today I've focused on a, a lot more on my One Punch Man workout, and I did some video game exercises that are more intensive than they sound. And that will be the end of my entry. Please leave a comment and or a question below, and until next time, hasta la vista.